Welcome back, maybe, if the stream is working. And today I am going to hopefully finish up with Legends of Sporeman. Oh, I have to edit my title. It's Legends of Sporeman, the fourth continuation of Legends of Sporeman. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to load up my game, and I'm going to try really hard to see if I can't wrap this game up. There's quite... Is this actually my Sporeman? Like, what's he doing over here? We just went... we actually... Okay, so we went through this pink portal. I'm going to try to reorient myself in the game. Haven't played for a minute. I know that we lost a battle against the Verdant Horde down here that was very traumatizing. We're in the middle of a turn, it seems like. No. It's that Puri is... Okay, so we moved this guy, but that was it. This guy still wants to get his luck stat, and then I don't know what he's going to do beyond that. This guy already moved. Puri's tired for a little bit because he died. They died. And let's see. Alright, well, we'll have to play it and see what's going to happen here. I could bring Sporeman back. Is there any reason to do that? I don't think so. How are we doing on unit creation? It's the last day of the week, so we do not have any more unit creation. I could get another lieutenant. This guy, I've never seen this guy. Permanent living units die. They have a chance to become permanent undead units. Plunder. Hydromancy, Mercurial, I know what that does. A lot of these I now know what they do, which is why I'm kind of skipping over them pretty quickly. Enchanting. Enchanting seems really quite good. I've definitely played a little bit with Enchanting off stream, which is probably what I'm gonna do after this. Drowned, huh? And this is also drowned. Recruits drowned over time and makes drowned and its upgrades stronger. This is not a guy with Midas touch, though. From the same one Mercury. Alright. Plunder and Enchanting together are pretty nice. I feel like this would be another guy where you would mostly want to push into Drowned. Like, you just want a lot of spawning. He also has Banditry, though, which is pretty nice. Ambush actually seems good to me as well. So, Plunder, Enchanting, Second Chance. Basically just means that this guy has a lot of unit generation. Let me look one more time real quick. What does he come with? Rank 3 Second Chance. 1 Plunder. 1 Mastery. He's kind of all over the place. I think we'll hold off and try to see what exactly... like, what spawns for us next week. We'll go ahead and give Puri a bunch of the recently resurrected units, resurrected by Infirmary. This guy, it's time for this guy to do some stuff. This is not controlled by anybody. Verdant Horde or anybody. This looks like it's the Verdant Horde's piece of the map down here. Like, this looks like where they are basically chilling out. Their primary base and all that. But I guess the best thing for me to do at this moment has got to be to just come over here and... So we'll go ahead and try not to take forever, because I think that, and I could be wrong, based on my last my last playthrough. I could be wrong, but I think that this campaign is a slow but sure victory at this point. This guy with his Dune caps just seems out of control. He very quickly turns almost every... that's not what we wanted. There we go. Very quickly turns pretty much every combat into a whole bunch of gold statues, converting the entire enemy army into gold for my cause. And I've got probably an hour and a half to do this today, so I would like to try to win. I'd like to win. I'd like to try to conclude this run, one direction or the other. Because after this, my intention with this game, for the most part, is going to be to do a really extensive deep dive offline. And then figure some stuff out. Like after I do a deep dive, I'll probably come back and do another playthrough on YouTube, on Twitch. Once I've got the game underneath of me properly. Once I've figured it out. 7,900 gold. Again, just crazy. A completely absurd amount of gold generation. That was less than 7,000 gold right there. I can pick these up and yeah, I go up in gold basically. Okay, so that's way the hell over there. We'll grab these hostages. Wild speakers seem, quite powerful. Temporary forest spirits. So they have a dead zone. They summon temporary forest spirits. Gotcha. They are one of those enemies that when I have seen them previously, they have been kind of scary, like inside of enemy hero lineups. Now, where does this go? Okay, it goes right over there. And get a couple of artifacts. Against a worthy opponent for experience. Dark Carnival allows you to fight a non-lethal battle against clowns. Entering costs 1,000 gold. Winning earns you 2 artifacts. Well, this guy doesn't have that many artifacts, right? He's got a Galaxy Blade. What is this? It's not as good. +1 plunder, though. I don't know if... So what do we have for... This is the guy who has to devour pretty much every turn. It's one of the things that this character wants to devour constantly. I think going this way, I can walk through the artifacts and also... get a combat. Blastmasters and Temptresses. Temptresses do confusion and charm. Okay, so let's get rid of everybody here. What do we actually want to field? The Vulcan Wing Skull, because he comes back. These 2 Thanatos guys, couple Liches. What about for little guys? 42 speeders. 42 speeders seems nice. Let's get a little cannon fodder going on up front. Some skeletons, and then we can just set it to auto loadout. Here we go, and we really want to devour for some crazy bonuses like 6 attack, 5 defense. Okay. I will eat any number of units for that amount of stat buff. It seems silly not to. Let's just go ahead and encase these guys, and then we'll summon some thunder elementals on them. I don't think this is going to be that bad, so I'm kind of okay with letting the combat go a little faster. Oh, are these Cansari are fighting against me, right? Probably gonna lose some. Probably gonna lose some units here. I think we're gonna win, though. It's probably because this guy is starting to get a little bit over the top in terms of how much power he has. 39 skeletons would actually be kind of nice, but I just don't have it. So Waveborns into Horrors. Horrors have 28 power rating. Terror, Versatile Summoning, periodically summons a few temporary worms. Okay. And he gets a level. Blood Warping seems really good. I'm just trying to figure out the attack and speed of allied creatures increased within a distance of 48. 5% plus 0.5% per power of the killed creature. And that's attack speed. 0.5% per power. That would be if we eat like a 28 power creature. Each 10% less powerful than the prior. Oh, multiplied by rank. Okay, multiplied by rank. So that's 1% per power. So 5. So yeah, like 28%. So and actually gets significantly better with each rank, which is nice. Elite units becoming stronger is a thing that's eventually going to be really good with this character. I'm tempted to get Necromancy here because I want to keep piling up units or getting even more mana. Hold on. Is that it for that? Or can I try again? Okay, I can try again. 45 War Clowns with 5 power. Can I even win? I think I can win. Let's throw some guys out front who are less important, basically. I can't devour more than once a turn, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, we'll just do this. We'll start the battle. My units should be very, very strong at this point because I think I have over 20 attack and defense on, oh no. What is the soundtrack? Other than a terrible mistake. A terrible, terrible mistake. Imitation. Ah, I see. Disappointing. Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering where that second Vulcan wing came from. Okay. That's good. Winning earns you 2 artifacts. Okay, so the artifacts are on the ground here. Tusk's helmet, learning skill, and attack. Demonology. 25% of lost creatures return after combat. That, I'm really hoping that that works with, the insignia I already had. So what's knowledge here? Knowledge is amount of mana regen. Per stat, right? And defense. I feel like this is the better play here because I'm really benefiting pretty heavily from getting more experience and learning just acts as a multiplier to the amount of experience that I'm able to acquire. Although I am starting to suffer in terms of the remaining units. Okay, I'm not the violet pillar, so gold, earthen for either gold or other resources. Alright, well we're gonna end turn there, I think. See what everybody else does. What is this? Oh. They must have come at my outpost. I see. I guess what we'll do is spread these guys out a little bit and put them in front of the wall. Can't move these guys. These guys are just gonna stand like right out here. We'll not, no. I meant to click defend and I clicked open. That's so disappointing. I really want to know how in the hell to close this again once it's done. This must be a known issue. Obviously we're gonna lose this outpost, but that's fine, honestly. We can always reclaim it. The Verdant Horde is probably at this point on the hit list, right? Like, oh wow, really? Can they just do this? Are they gonna win? I don't know if they're gonna win. Maybe they factor for things like attack and defense power of the enemy hero, though. So they might just be on to something and know that they can win this, or maybe they will just maybe they're just gonna get flogged here. I don't know. What is my most? I think they have a lot of unit power is the thing. I'm just gonna freeze up their back line. See how that works. I think I'm probably gonna lose this. I've never lost an allied hero before, but I wonder if there's a chance that they just die. Like, I wonder, because I've only ever seen my heroes come back, but I wonder if that's a chance due to the infirmary, and so I'm kind of concerned that my heroes are actually just gonna get owned. Like, this guy is clearly not gonna win this. Okay, no, he's tired for 37 turns, but he will come back. That's pretty crazy. Week of good wind. Heroes have +4 daily movement. Okay, so that means my guys are tired, are less tired, which is nice. What are you? Oh, and how's the artifact pool? Okay, so he just keeps the artifacts, which is nice. Helmet, no pants. This guy's got plenty of helmets, but no pants to share either. All my guys pantsless. Let's see. Maybe it's time to get another hero, given the outlook, right? Combat tactics, bloodlust, alchemy. Sorry, I don't remember what alchemy is. Gains ore after every battle. Okay, that's an Aether Forge thing. Clown? Demonology, swarming, learning, resurrection, enchanting, and recruitment. Really not super interested. Thanks again for the selection. Okay, so this guy can subsume a good many dunce caps, but I don't actually think that's the play here. I think we gotta start specializing these guys. So this guy's collecting bandits, but he also recruits miners, and I think it's probably a good idea to let him recruit those guys. One thing that I can do is I can win a couple of battles up here with Spore Dude. And I really wish that I could hire like another sap. And I wonder if there's a way to make that happen. There doesn't look to be any reroll here. But I can create all of these units. Okay. I'm just kind of annoyed because the Verdant Horde is down here messing with all of my units. And it makes me less than happy. I'd like to go mess them up. Where does that portal lead to? Right here? Ooh. We have our new plan. That looks to be just about like the plan to me. Okay. I'm just gonna continue to build mana here. Nice. The more enemies, the better, man. I don't care. Gold earthen. 8,700 gold. Okay. This thing turns man into permanent bonus spell power or knowledge. I think I'm going to come back through this portal after I'm done messing up the Verdant Horde. Oh, what's this? Spell power and knowledge? Go figure. Can't do it because the Midas gloves are real important on this character, but how many? Oh, really? I can't go down around that way, so it's 1, 2. So, or I could just go through here. That's obviously the better play. Horde respite. We're gonna try it. I hope that's their home base, man. Horde respite. I don't think so. And I can't quite get there, so I might as well mess these guys up. I'm just gonna try to annihilate the Verdant Horde because they've been such an incredible pain in my ass. Player one, okay. 1,900 gold and 4,250 experience. Alright, we're just going to continue to gain gold and gain dunce caps. Horde seems pretty powerful at this point. Infest, I mean, is also great, seemingly. Ooh, but, oh yeah, that's right. Plus 5% health and damage of dunce caps is just not, like, that's not the thing, though. Right, like... Spell power is probably better here. +5 spell power and +2 another attack per rank. Yeah, that's definitely the more powerful. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty crazy, actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna stroll right in and mess with them. This guy's got 71 dunce caps. I mean... Now he's got more dunce caps. 135. Not bad. Still, I do not know if this guy can actually, like, kick any ass. Because we sort of kind of need... Yeah, we're just going to get him some artifacts. Purse of Plundering, 200 daily income. That takes a long time to make up for itself at 1,900 gold. That's going to be, like, more than a week before it pays for itself. 25% of lost creatures returns to combat. That's the necklace that the other guy has. Call Beast, +1 defense, 2 luck, and 1 champion skill and a luck. That seems good, although I did dip below the threshold for my my horde buff by doing that. Already visited, but the tree level is not already visited. Here I can gain him a level, and we're dwarven unit dies to the bind of soul. Several souls, just rock pummeler that will continue to fight. Man, I would really like to just get mastery for this guy. Allows hero to deposit units in mines. Okay, so he could run around and deposit a bunch of units into mines, but that doesn't necessarily help me because I have been converting all the mines. And this would be minor attacks. Yep. So what we really want is a bunch of miners, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go with Soul of Earth and try to get this guy working with his minor stuff. I don't suppose there's any way to respec skills. That would be the shit right there. I bet there's some kind of event that allows you to do it. If not, that's kind of a missed opportunity, I must say. But anyway. So this is Puri. There we go. What we want to do here is just make sure that everybody has as much. So this guy is a second Midas character who wants to stack doves, basically. +1 morale versus +2 luck. Luck is pretty good. Plunder. So there's some scaling for Puri. I don't know how much of a spellcaster this character is. I think what we want Puri to do is, I think we want Puri to come up here. That's got to be it for this turn, huh? I have over the correct amount of gold for Horde again. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. Oh. This is obviously a little sad. They're just picking off my dunce caps My poor lonely little dunce caps. Okay. Yeah, you're big and scary. Ah. You're taking my outpost again, man. I feel like this is the sort of combat that I would skip. If there were an auto battle feature for their units attacking my units, because that would probably calculate in my favor and they would lose a couple of units, right? But here, because it's going to play out manually, like the simulation is actually going to run. They're not going to lose any more units than they otherwise would. That's a very player unfavoring feature. All right, so all the caravans moved. Piri, I would like you to go and dunk. But first, we're going to take care of... we're going to take care of this nonsense. Dunce caps. Go! I'm very much looking forward to this, honestly. I'll cast one force field out here just in case it spares me a few dunce caps. It's not gonna matter. I'm probably gonna get an unbelievable amount of gold from this. This is not their city, though. At least I don't think so. If this is their city, I'll be shocked. Doesn't look like a city. Yeah, 5,800 gold, 12,000 experience. That's actually not quite as much as I was thinking it would be. Oh, look, it is. Weekly growth of Shaman and Sunbringer. +2 attacks to all current heroes and future heroes recruited here. Okay, +2 attack, rather. Goblin and Voodoo. Might combat oligarch. What's this? Might oligarchy. Vastly increases the strength of units. 15%. Fortune, logistics. I mean, this is a lieutenant is the problem. Oh, what did I got a whole bunch of spells, didn't I? That's awesome. Oh boy, riches. Used out of combat creates resources. The type and amount depends on nearby mines. Has a 7-day cooldown. Okay. Quantize. The health to be equal to power. Okay, I think I've read that before. Evolve into random units stronger than the original for the rest of battle. The rest of battle and 619 unit power. That's crazy. Glass skin. Makes them fragile, taking double damage from any of your units with power 8 or above. So not for my dunce cap guy. Gigantism makes them into giants. Okay, Misfortune affects enemy units. Lowers their luck significantly. Negative luck gives them a chance to be interrupted during their attacks by local lightning strikes. That's... It got me. It got a chuckle out of me. Let's see. What is your tavern like? Oh, there we go. I could get the Liberator permanently. Pesius, what are you? And why are you here? You don't look like this kind of a thing. Archery, warding. What's warding? Large enemy units attacks are ignored. Okay, so that's good skills against big units. Big units are already seemingly kind of disadvantaged in this game. Just by the power system. Summons elementals throughout combat. Mastery recruits a Waveborn over time. Waveborn's power 5. Large units are not necessarily champion units, right? I want to know what the definition of a large unit is. This is one of those things I'm going to write down real quick. Let's see. Some tooltips reference large units, but fail to define them. Unlike how tooltips mentioning champion units define them as having 9 or greater power. I just want to keep notes. Terramancy, Wisdom. Oh, this is definitely a spellcaster, huh? Enchanting, Heavy Soul. Makes units protected from the first attack against them and increases the power of earth spells. There's like an earth guy. What's with Frozen Heart here? The power of water spells. So water, earth, or... Man... I don't know, you're definitely a caster. Teaches the hero a spell from the choice of 4 spells. Additionally, gives the hero +1 knowledge, +2 spell power. I kind of want to try making spell power shit work. Hard Soul. Wither Mage. Okay, so you're another undead kind of character, right? Starting out with buffer seems excellent. And you're level 11, and you come with buffer rank 2, Terramancy, Regeneration, Mastery. So what is your Mastery like, is the question. I wish there were a back button here. Why isn't there a back button when inspecting heroes before you purchase them? Instead, it seems that I am forced to route back through the overworld and click again on the town. This is like sub-menu hell, man. Tarantula Skeleton. Is this going to be Tarantula Mastery? Tragedy gives -2 luck to enemy units in combat. Regeneration increases normal mana regeneration. Okay, Mastery recruits tarantulas. Yep. I actually do want to do that. I'm okay with managing a couple more heroes, I think. Arachnida. Now I get the true tarantula summoning hero. Devour. All units, heroes, armies are blighted, makes the blighted units stronger. Now I get the true tarantula hero. No, this one actually doesn't have tarantula mastery, does she? No. Okay, well, then you're out of here. Nobody cares. Okay. Let's see. What else can we do? I can build units, although I can't build the units that weren't like featured here. A rock, a cyclops, and a shaman. I could max these guys out, but that's going to leave me in kind of a sorry state with regards to my gold, I think. Actually, let's have these guys pick up the gold. These guys are both going to go spend all of their mana. Coming down here, I think. That actually was a net neutral, going down to that campfire. Okay, let's see, you. Yeah, 2 mastery. You're recruiting a lot of tarantulas. What, every turn? Or corpse eater if your hero already has any. Is a corpse eater a big tarantula? I want it to be a big tarantula. Need more units to enter the ring. Okay, well, we'll select you and we'll have you do the same thing. You guys are both going to go and trade your mana for permanent knowledge and spell power, because that seems excellent. It's near impossible combat, but not for you, I bet. It's an easy combat. Seeing as I can't really do anything else this turn, we will just go and position ourselves down here so that if they run through the portal, I can run after them, and if they don't, I can chase them to wherever they go. These ochre guys need to be dealt with, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Either Puri or this guy can deal with them, almost certainly. Actually, this guy has basically no units, so that's a problem. We have to fix that. Puri does not need all these units. Puri eventually mostly wants to have doves. Why did that just... it swapped rather than splitting. Okay, gotcha. So lots of doves, but we can give this guy harpies and sheldrakes. Moderate, huh? Now there's a chance that I lose, which is kind of unfortunate. But this guy might be able to win. Level 8. What if I just let Puri continue on doing what Puri is doing? The thing about Puri is if I send Puri down there, I wonder if I get to... Puri needs a way to make more doves, man. Diplomacy is not cutting it. Okay, so we do have rank 3 mastery for doves, but we want more than that. How do I have extra? For some reason I thought for sure that I could increase this beyond level 3. Well, let's see. That's a tough one. I actually think what I want to do here is I want to give almost all of these units to what is his name? Soul Eater? Okay, yeah, Soul Eater, and let's send Soul Eater down here to do this. Let's send out some big units first, and we will devour the heck out of them. What's this guy do? Afterlife. Okay, well, that's good because... There we go. Five attack, 5 defense. No problem. I have 28 mana, but I don't really feel like spending it if I can avoid it. Mind controlling units feels like a lot of fun later on with this character if I can get even more spell power. So I can mind control a bunch of characters and then devour them, or units and then devour them. Feels like a strat. (31 attack, 24 defense). I will just indiscriminately send reinforcements here. I don't feel like I need to summon the horrors in this case. I feel like the wild discrepancy between attack and defense stats of these two heroes is what's going to determine this combat. 16,000 experience. Okay. Demonology. Oh, I have demonology now. That's right. Summon for 60% XP. XP. I don't want to summon anything for XP. On the other hand, 1700 XP is probably worth it for and blood warping now. Paladin. Okay. Yeah. 1700 XP is probably worth it for more units to devour next turn. Like, those are free units that I can devour the next combat that I have. Where does this portal go? Green portal. Where are you at, man? So that's, there we go. Yeah, I can go there. We'll go ahead and fight that combat out of the other end of the portal. Piri at this point now can go wherever they were to go before. Oh, I see. Impossible combat. A challenging combat. Permanent elementals at the cost of mana? Does it say? Mana, yeah. Ooh. Another learning stone. Superior is now almost level 17. All that they've got left is the doves. And they don't have a whole lot of attack or defense stat, but they do have some spells. Lovely Tune. Lovely Tune will probably make these combats possible, I suppose. We'll see. Next turn I'll try to take a combat. Maybe this one over here. Because level 6 Midas Touch with a whole bunch of doves might actually turn out to be relatively powerful, especially if I could just keep collecting doves. I'm gonna need to pump Hegemony. Yeah. Hegemony is the one that I've heard. So let's go. Oh, my dwarf guy has yet to move. Again, excellent. We don't... Wait, it's a new week, right? No, it's not new. Not a new week, so... where does the orange portal lead again? It's up here, right? Yeah, here's the orange portal. And where does this black portal go to? Do I just not know? I may just not know. That's fine. I kind of do want to get up here. Start doing some work on these guys. Treefall is the Prussians' home base. I think, though, I'm tempted to reinforce my position over here. I've got a neutral enemy over there, and that's about it. So I think we'll do that. we're sort of closing in on the Verdant Horde here. I can't tell if I've like what's going on with their base at this point. Like, did I just take their main base, or is that just a different place? Like, I don't know how to interpret that. What is this? Who's fighting here? Are these just... Oh, I see. Oh, here, dickhead. He went right through the portal and decided to attack my weakest guys. Okay, then. Let's see what we can do. This character's obviously a spellcaster, so... But versus a level 13 enemy, they have considerably more stats and a considerably larger army than I do. All future attacks. All future attacks. 30 power. Will that work if I put it on a few of these guys and then transform them? I think we just want to transform them first. For 6 mana, I feel like we could demoralize their front line and that would be okay. So if I evolve my creatures again, they should all get larger, like considerably, right? Like, what are these guys now? 8 power. So it's not a big leap each evolution, but we can hypnotize enemies again. Oh, now we're out of mana for that though, so we can't evolve again. I feel like maybe I should put arcane scales on like a couple of important guys. Problem is not really knowing what guys will be important in the long run. So we did actually take over a few of their units. Oh, we'll just put it on some unicorns. Like, we're so overwhelmingly likely to lose this combat that, like, yeah, whatever, you know, any damage that we can deal seems to me to be a win for us. I think we're doing surprisingly well considering. Unfortunately, it's, you know, it's slowly turning. The tide is slowly turning against us because they just have a better reserve of better units. It looks like they took some relatively large losses, though. Like, I don't think that they'll be able to take the other character, potentially. So this character is tired for 48 turns. That's annoying. Perseus is now level 12. Okay, so I got experience from having my ass kicked. Choice of 4 spells and a knowledge and 2 spell power. Versus the ability to make Waveborns, Midas Touch for Waveborns. All units have a chance to freeze. A whole bunch of these are pretty nice, honestly. Recruiting Waveborns over time. I think this character is just castery, caster, though. So we'll go with Wisdom on this, I think. Though I have to admit, level 4 Frozen Heart is pretty funny. And having yet another character that could Midas Touch also seems funny, but we'll see about... Ooh, what's this? Wisdom. Oh, I see. We get a choice of spells, that's right. Corpse Explosion, Power Multiplier 255. Costs 11 and affects 119 unit power. What's that? 119 times 2.5 for damage? Is that can't be right. That can't be how that works. Freeman, have fun with the game. Thanks, man. I've been having a ton of fun with the game. Comet Strikes. These are all major spells. Corpse Explosion seems like the most powerful, plus I've got Terramancy on this character, but I also have Hydromancy. And I'm tempted to try to be able to freeze characters for less mana. So one of my characters was attacked. But then where did the enemy go? It wasn't these guys, right? I thought it was right around here that my Yeah, because I sent these guys both over through this portal. So it must have been that there were enemies over here that anyway, I really don't know. We're just gonna send Spore mana at the enemies again. We'll put a Temporal Distortion out there, and we'll find our force field and put a force field on our guys. And that seems to be the way to do it with... making a couple of giant Dunscaps feels really funny. I think it affects the attack of AoE skills. I'm not entirely sure, but I heard something about that. We'll try it. Having a couple of giant Dunscaps sounds really quite funny. Oh yeah, that's right. I can just use it on them again as well, so... just get super huge Dunscaps. Power 5, 292 HP. Alright. Some gold and a healthy chunk of experience. I'm going to create more Dunscaps. We actually have to make sure to remember to come back here and trade for some sulfur. Just to make sure that we can continue to pump out all those lovely units. from our hegemony skill. Looks like there are 2 heroes here. I don't know which the other one is, though. This looks like ours now. Fantastic. Sedelia, or Sedila. And Arachnida again. Level 7 only. Whenever this hero casts a spell, the hero additionally heals nearby units and summons animals. Summoning, teach a new summoning spell. Okay, so we're a summoner with Avatar. Banditry, mysticism. Heavy soul, weightless soul. Okay. Echo seems really nice with stuff like Avatar, where if you cast an empowered spell, it casts it again, and I'm hoping that those feed into each other, that it would allow you to proc like Avatar multiple times. That would be the way that I would expect it to work. Demon Pole, don't need it right this second. What can we make here? Wow, that costs a lot. I'm gonna need some more gold. We are just out here taking every possible combat. Turning everything into gold. Two attack and 2 defense. That is not what we wear, but we can perhaps give it to another unit. So I guess what I can do is I can swoop down here. We can do just that. I can actually give this character everything but the dunce caps. I actually do not need any unit but the dunce caps on SAP. So, oh shit. The other thing I can do is give this character a whole bunch of trinkets and rather artifacts like equipment. 2 attack, an attack and a morale, 3 attack, 2 spell power, 2 spell power and a knowledge. That seems great. Attack and a defense. I mean, why not have artifacts if you can? And we'll split up the remainder. Just because I don't know where these heroes are going to end up, and I'd like to actually get my heroes that aren't equipped some equipment. So how much mana do you have? 60 mana and this day and tomorrow, and a whole bunch of mana to get some spell power. Knowledge is about 3. Yep. So that was the whole thing forever, I guess. Just for her, she spent an extra day getting a permanent 3 knowledge and spell power. And to be honest, like, permanent knowledge and spell power feels pretty good, so it does not feel like an awful trade, but I was kind of hoping for a little more, I'll be honest. Impossible, I see. Well, why don't we go down here and try our luck on this challenging combat with the bunch of doves from the other side. So we'll just go like that and put force field on everything. Temporal distortion also on everything of theirs. And maybe just... Lovely Tune has a 2-day cooldown, but I think that's fine for now. If our doves just turn everything into gold, that's okay. We really do just want as few losses as possible, I think. How's the mana situation? This is not bad. Oh, that's right. It's kind of hard to tell. Some of these doves are not our doves. Is the real problem? Ooh, mind control. We can mind control some doves, though. I think that's permanent, right? Yeah. It's a really good reason to take combats where there are enemy doves with this guy. Yeah. I mean, boy, we went up in doves. 4,250 XP. What happened to the gold that I generated? We'll take 99 doves. Thanks. And we'll create 17 more. That's perfectly acceptable. Daily movement is actually pretty rad. Extra movement and luck for next battle. That's pretty good. There's no way we can take that fight. Even if we still had Lovely Tune. I think taking two chests is pretty tempting at this point, though. All right. Heading through the portal. Gonna take a couple fights with this character. Let's send the dunce caps back and put out the demons that we, all the demons that we got that we're planning on. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll throw the dunce caps out there and we'll eat them all instantly. That's the play. I don't think that they are dense enough, right? Like, they're all spread out by the time you do this. So wait, 7 attack defense. I'll take it. That was awesome. I was incorrect to think that they would be too spread out by the time that we got there. We'll just freeze these guys back here to prevent them from summoning and stuff. Summon a couple horrors just to make sure we can do this. Can I devour the horrors? Like, if I summon 3 horrors, can I just devour those guys? That seems awesome. Probably did not need to spend the extra mana, though. Gonna be perfectly frank. 38, 31. So my units are almost double strength now. They are more than double strength on attack, but only slightly less than double strength on defense, I believe. Just default when they are running with this character. I can summon some more of these guys for 900 XP. It seems like I'm getting more than that each combat, so that's fine. Raising a bunch of skeletons for mana. I've got to admit, I'm definitely tempted. We're going to go ahead and do it. And I mean, I might as well just take as many combats as I can. I think. Yeah, why not? Let's go. I just have a ridiculous amount of attack and defense at this point, is the strat with this guy. I mean, taking combats is what procs a lot of hero skills. And so that's what's going to dictate a lot of tempo, I think. Paladin, cool. For the game overall. I already visited that. All right, if you say so. We'll go ahead and attack this guy. Mostly we're just trying to summon demons and keep our army full of fodder for us to devour next turn. I think this guy gets champion as well, which means that eventually I'm going to want a bunch of really big fat guys. Like, just super high power guys. I think this character is starting to feel pretty strong, and I think that Piri with just a little bit of work could feel pretty strong. And I don't necessarily know how to make the other characters feel strong, but we'll see. It's because I haven't really explored the spellcaster archetype yet, so 17,000 experience. See, that's a lot of experience. We'll get 9 mana from that, and I get another Thanatos. This thing's 28 power. Yeah, champion right there. Necromancy means that things cost considerably less mana to make. Bloodlust seems really good, though. Honestly, it's very tempting to just get Bloodlust, because the thing I want to do most in the world is to get almost, huh? Almost a lot of work put in by this character this time. I don't know who's actually occupying this territory is the thing. Alright, where is my dwarf? Right here. So we're gonna have the dwarf walk over here. What's this caravan is going that way? Going that way. Going that way. So let's just bring him over here and then move caravans. All the caravans oughta... Oops. I miscalculated by 1 step. So add all those guys. Now I got 221 dunce caps, meaning we can actually take a fight like that. Can I manage to take both? I might be able to take both, honestly. So let's just let him rock. We'll see what happens. I think it's gonna be fine. Do I even care to do any of that? If there were dwarven miners in here, I would love to have those. I gotta remember to, before the end of the week, what I'm trying to do right now is accumulate enough gold so that before the end of the week I can buy out all of the units from all of the cities that I've captured. Wow, they killed 1 unit. It's actually crazy how much of a swamp that was. I guess these units are just not that strong. It's 2 idols that are strong, and that's it. 12,000 experience, holy cow. Yeah, we really just want this guy to be making more miners. I'm gonna have to pick up all this gold, and it's gonna mean I can't get over to here this turn. But I'll go ahead and take this fight anyway. Yeah, let's do it. Carver. Yeah, miners are right in the inventory. I don't want any miners going to combat because they give me gold. Every turn. It really doesn't matter, though, honestly. Right now. some bandits and carcasses died. The enemas always die. I have no idea how to make the enemas feel better, but they seem like they're like useless doves. 4250 and 600 gold. That's not bad. Grab one of these. Seems like I've got that order with the verdant horde rather pretty well pinned now. And I actually do just kind of want this, have this this guy here. What's his name? Brinjord. I want to have him roaming around in this deserted area, trying to figure out, trying to get resources. Okay, I think the only thing left to do is end turn here, so we'll do that. I guess I could be checking. Honestly, I haven't checked the buildings in the cities that I've taken. I really should have done that. But are you seriously just coming at me right now? Holy cow. All right. Well, what can we do? Do we have mana? How much mana do we have? I wish I knew how much mana I had, if I have any mana at all. We're just going to try to put all the units right in front of the walls. We're not going to open the gates this time. We're going to hit defend. And I guess we'll put like some rock pummelers right in the middle here. So keep all these as close to the gate as close to the walls as they can be. The penguins, we cannot start with penguins because those penguins are pretty useless. Actually, wait a second. Yeah, they're really not great. A couple minstrels to stand back here. Sounds good. Storm hexers also to stand back here. So we'll send half these guys back, 317, so, oops. So we'll send 1, 2, 3 of these guys back. Okay, now that the unit management is done, and by unit management I mean the dividing and combining of units, it really is like the biggest thing that you wind up spending your time on, assembling combats. And maybe I'm just a scrub and I haven't figured out all the tactical unit placements yet, but we'll figure it out. Okay. Now I think what I want to do here is evolve my units. Doesn't this guy have evolve? Isn't that the thing? Gigantism, but not evolve. I thought I had an evolution. Yeah, there it is. And I think what we can do is we can just hit just an enormous amount of power. Just hit as many dunce caps as possible there. And now we're 8 power. So we can put 48 penguins out here. Feels like at least good stall. Bandits can go out there. All right, let's try it. I'm really hoping that this guy does not succeed in shitting on me, because I don't want to have to recapture my city. I can cast Gigantism twice on a unit. I wish I had a unit big enough that I cared. We're definitely losing the fight out beyond the wall here. Just gonna blizzard. It seemed smart at the time, but now that I have no mana, it doesn't seem like as good an idea as I thought it was gonna be. So it kind of just is what it is now. And I just have to hope that we hold out. I feel like we did pretty well with like putting the hexers where we put them. Although I have to admit that like I want the hexers even closer to the walls. I want these guys like right up here next to the walls. Yeah, we can send a bunch of those guys out, right? That's awesome. I don't know how many more troops the enemies have, but it looks like we might actually be winning this. Nice. So we routed them. Oh, and they're vanquished. That was just that was their death rattle. They were in the death throes, and they were just trying to do something cool. This dwarf can fight that combat. We want Sap to generate some gold for us here. I don't know necessarily how we want to maximize that. This unit can move up here eventually and take these out, but I think, what is that? Well, if I go over here, this seems like really poor routing, honestly. Like, I should have considered this first, but the Dragon Cave gives me a chance to double up on my gold generation with Sap here. So we'll have him... Oh, yeah. Lots of big, dead, golden cave regions. 2,600 gold and 8,500 XP. So let's fight the dragon, man. I will fight you with a bunch of dunce caps because that is the only strategy that I know. My name is Sap. Come at me, bro. There we go. Well, now I know that my timer's not working. Yeah. My timer just wasn't working. I have no idea how long I've been playing. Let me see. An hour and 20 minutes. So I'm almost, technically I should be almost done. Am I not allowed to turn these guys into gold? I really want to. But it feels like maybe that's not an option. Oh no, there it is. We're turning them slowly. We have a chance to turn them into gold. Oh, we got 2 out of 3. The other zombie the other dragon we beat down after a long time. We eventually beat it down. Yeah, I'll turn the Dragon Cave into a spore mound. That's just what this guy does, man. Okay, well now that I have 49,000 gold, I think it's probably time to create as many units as. Oh, I need some mercury. Damn. Let's see. Can I do it now? Oh, come on. Don't make me beg. Okay, so 8,000. I have 8,000 left. It's time to give these units to somebody. Probably her, honestly. Yeah, I don't think there's. Oh, anyway, actually, I should see about the buildings. Archmage Tribunal, huh? So I could make a building. And some of the soundtracks in this game is very different, out of nowhere stuff. Or another Zara's Ward. Zara's Ward's really good for casters. It's like the best caster necklace, it looks like. Do you count as a caster? I think you do. It says this battle is easy. Do we believe it? What do I even have in my army? Just 235 doves. We'll try it, man. We'll split them into 2 groups and have them each go after a mind control. It's not gonna help. I think the best strategy with this sort of thing is to just force field your guys and let them go. So that way they're resistant to knockback and they're just going. Like in a situation like this, you really just want these guys to turn into gold as fast as possible. You're always going to end up losing a lot of doves, unfortunately, for something like this. I can only hope that Hegemony replenishes like close to 34 doves, right? So I could hire a couple of these guys. Which feels potentially okay. For 1,200 gold, it really doesn't seem bad. Thing is do I really need them? I just want more doves. Oh look, see, I told you I can get more than 1 mastery. I can get over 4 mastery. I just don't know how that's happening. I have 2 of them. I'm like, maybe there's some kind of I did not already visit this. You're on crack. Or maybe I did. Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know, yeah. That guy spawned there or something? Impossible. Easy, impossible. Okay. Man. I just want this guy to have levels. I want more doves. I want another hero that I can just rely on to like throw at certain combats and produce gold for me. That's the big mood. A bunch of frogs. I really hope there's a frog guy. There's like a guy who does this, but for frogs, like has Midas Touch and Frog Hegemony and Mastery, but it's just fully frog themed. Yeah, the soundtrack is all over the place in this game. Ah. I was really hoping I could end this game. Hire 53 frogs for 2,300 gold. Why not, man? Yeah, I'll just get 16 doves and call it a day. Get the horseshoe. Get the weapon. Do I even have leggings? I don't think I have leggings. There we go. Crystal's worth more. Give up their life and become an undead hero. Will allow me to. I don't think I want to do that anyway. Where does this freaking green portal go? I just don't know. I do know of one way to find out. I say we walk through the green portal and we find out where it goes. I'm not sure if I know where that another learning helmet, that's nice. We're gonna walk through the green portal and find out where that goes. Oh no, the prophet's sandals. I should have picked that up. Did I just not see it? I probably just didn't see it. Ah, the snow boots. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go back over there and grab that. I don't know if these things are just spawning or if I'm just missing them. It's hard to tell when generation happens, you know, like combat, like event generation. I think the thing to do... Yeah, we'll try to eat some, try to lump these units all up and eat them. Ooh. No? 90 power, 5 attack. I see 5 attack, 5 defense. Going for it. Where's the Thanatos here? There it is. 452 health and 50 to 76 damage is pretty big. Yeah, I think this guy's gotten kind of out of control at this point. So Sap is out of control. Soul Eater is also out of control. I think this guy, just because the units that he has are always going to be so much more powerful than they're supposed to be. I really don't want this Thanatos to die, though, because I can eat him tomorrow. That's actually the way that I'm thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, I don't want the units to die. I want them, like, I don't want them to die now. I need them to die later. I need them to sacrifice. So, yeah, and again, like, it's pretty convenient to just be able to summon all these guys. 82 skeletons? I'll take it. And then some physiques? Sure. Blood warping feels really good. Champion also feels really good, and bloodlust, like, these all feel really good. I'm gonna go with necromancy so that I can continue to get more units to sacrifice though. I don't know what's going on here, but we're just gonna explore. Experience. What is this? mana, movement points, or experience, or sometimes units. If I go here and I get movement points, I can just go and do some more combats, which would be nice. So at this point, I'm just trying to, like, I'm rushing down the enemies as much as possible. I'm just trying to, like, take over the map, basically. So I think I'm already at a pretty significant advantage. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, the more combats that you take with this guy, the better. Yeah, we'll take 7 movement. No problem. Golden Cape, +1 morale. Versus Pack Hunter. I'll take the Golden Cape. I'd say learning skill is better here. I really want this guy to be a higher level as soon as possible. It's really hard to tell, like, if this is, for example, a doodad or an artifact, because the artifact sprites don't have any kind of, like, a real tell for them, and there's no hover or focus effect. I'm sure. Like, again, it probably doesn't matter too much with this guy. Even units that would usually be relatively weak are actually starting to feel pretty strong with this guy. More than double strength. Every single unit's more than double strength now. And that's before something dies, and then every time something dies, they get even stronger. Turn an Arbalist into a Paladin, that's fine. At this point, it's feeling like I should have probably modified combat speed in the overall settings to just be a little bit faster. I wonder if I can get to like 4 or 5 times speed. Because at this point, I'm not letting it out of battle because I'll lose stuff for no reason. Lion God. Okay, I'll take a Lion God. That's fine. Ooh, I can devour again. What is up with this? Why is this suddenly going higher? Like, so that's just because they do after a while? Is that, like, it will say you're allowed to upgrade this to an even higher rank after I reach level whatever, and I just haven't been paying attention? It's probably the case. This guy trying this caravan is trying so hard to make it to my hero. Has been going for a long time. Alright, this guy here, we want levels on him, man. I'll attack the Verdant Horde though, for sure. Why not? It says I can win. I should probably use my own brain rather than trusting the See, here's the problem with this, right, is that this is actually it's probably saying I can win because these are all kind of a small number of units, and I have 217 dunce caps in my backup lineup. Do I have Gigantism on this guy? No, I don't. That's fine. You know, whatever happens, happens. I want to wipe these verdant jokers off the map. That's the thing I'm trying to... are these guys healing? Everybody dogpile those guys. overwhelming numbers. There we go. Okay, is that them? That the verdant guy's dead? No. They still have some more units somewhere, apparently. That's a lot of troops there. Now that I look at this combat, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, just potentially 800 frogs. I'm like, they're not very powerful, but there's 800 of them. It looks a little different once you realize there's 800 of them. Maybe this guy can sit on his hands for just a minute. Or, you know. The Decrepit Gold Mine has some enemies. They both look like easy combats from here. Send in a whole bunch of Duncecaps. I wonder how much of this is due to the fact that this guy has these war machines. Like, I wonder how much of a difference those are actually making. Estates is just not very important relative to the amount of income that better Soul of Earth, huh? Estates is just never worth it for this guy because of because of how much gold my like Piri and Sap are bringing in relative to like how much Estates brings in. It's just like it might as well be nothing. It felt like it would be fun to Frost Ring there, which is why I did it. Could mind control a few dudes. 19 mana is a lot of mana. Mind control seems very powerful. Because it doesn't have a daily limit. And power multiplier is 150, so if you have a ton of mana and like, let's say like 100 spell, you have like 100 spell power or something like that, it's not that good. I suppose though, if you are recovering a lot of mana per day, like if you got like 100 spell power and 100 knowledge, you can probably just mind control everything. Because you're going to be able to I'm not entirely sure. It says it's got a power multiplier, but I don't know how that works. So I don't know how to do the mental calculus involved in figuring out exactly how much I would need to like take over a good number of units. But it already seems like I'm able to take over a fair number of units. This guy's got like no spell power, right? There we go, we got 500 gold each day from that, which is worth more than Estates would have been. Yeah, this guy's got like 6 spell power, so that's 150%. Is that what that's all about? What if I like look at you? What are you? 220? Yeah, so that spell power is just multiplies it. So it's just 13 times whatever the spell power is. So like 26 and some change. Like so like 30 unit power he's allowed to take over right now. So yeah, if you had like 100 spell power, it's probably quite good. But if you've only got, you know, normal ass amount of spell power, then it's kind of an underwhelming spell, seemingly. Wow, I can do this again, huh? Challenging, eh? If you're challenging, then maybe... Yeah, see, I can't take over that many of the War Magi. The War Magi are actually pretty strong. $22 mana for Thunder Elementals, but 21 for Horrors. 2 units summoned versus 4 units summoned. feel like the 4 units in the case of the horrors is probably better. So once these guys are all, like, in there doing their melee thing, I'll summon a couple of horrors behind. Feels like that'll be as effective as I could hope for it to be. Alright, hero is in all this, so there he is. Hey, buddy. It's Malcolm. How's it going, man? This is Heroes Hour. I've been having a blast with. Yes, it's Heroes of Might and Magic. It's Heroes of Might and Magic Light. I might not even win this combat. I'm not on the hardest difficulty right now, and I've kind of discovered that the game kind of rolls over when it's not on the hardest difficulty. And when it's on the hardest difficulty, I don't yet know, but it feels like the CPUs kind of cheat, which is fine. Where it's CPU opponents, I actually am okay with them, like, giving the CPUs somewhat of a cheaty thing. So this is kind of, you have a set of hero skills. I really want to play this, though my Slavic blood is calling to me. Well, I mean, I think it's a good game, and it's got some interesting layering in the systems, and I know that's something that you and I both have a good deal of appreciation for. So I come down here and I get this. I'll get movement speed, and then I can get this other one giving me what I was hoping was movement speed, but that didn't work out. Oh, there we go. 20 more movement speed, or a compass. 2 luck. Luck confers crit to your entire legion in this game, so that's pretty tempting. But I'm just gonna grab the movement speed. I'm gonna come back, get both of those piles of gold, and then come over here and do another combat. By the way, tell you, streaming DCSS later. Yeah, I know somebody paid you $100 to make a caster tutorial. That's really interesting. Forced back into mainline. See, I just want to, like, pull you and Dozenty and a couple of other of my friends that happen to have, you know, some programming chops and I know have good heads for design together and just make something just better. DCSS is just so, like, now. I mean, it was great. There are things about DCSS that are fantastic, that are, like, unrivaled. But I'm looking at getting into Tales of Maj'Al, and it's like if you have your finger to the pulse of the hardcore roguelike community, it's like Tales of Maj'Al, DCSS, and Caves of Qud are, like, the most serious contenders for, like, the championship title of roguelikes. And I think that they all have such glaring missed opportunities. Like, it seems like, and I haven't even played Maj'Al or Qud, but I've watched some videos and stuff. Tales of Chud. Tales of Chad. I played a test game earlier to layer, and some of the changes are so bad that they feel like they're meant to be a joke. I remember thinking about the random energy change being, like, the worst shit imaginable. It's like, I don't even know if I'm really, truly a fan of random energy the way it was implemented in the first place. I feel like random energy as it was implemented was, let's say, maybe a bandage to compensate for, like, more fundamental architecting mistakes in the way the game is designed, but it's hard to say. Random energy definitely does represent this sort of incremental randomness that I actually support in video games. Bandage that ended up working really well. I mean, that's the thing is, okay, they're gonna fight me again. Man, these guys are just throwing stuff at me. This is not good though, because they have, you know, some shit here. So my city's under attack. We're gonna pull the penguins and put in a bunch of dunce caps. The dunce caps can just sit out front of my base like so. You can divide your units this way. And we'll just, I really feel like, so we'll take 2 groups of 8 of these guys in here. And what I'm going to do is put in like a minstrel. And these guys can sit behind the wall buffing everybody. I think I'm going to get screwed here. Because I don't really have any, anything. I love the aesthetic of this game. I am mixed on it. I'm very mixed. Just like I was mixed with Bone Razors. Bone Razor minions. Give me a second. I would probably buy it and stream it tonight if I wasn't financially chained to the radiator by the DCSS gentleman. The thing about this game is, like, I talked to the dev, right, and I got this horrible impression. Not because the guy's a bad guy; he's a great guy. I think he's a good dude, but I got this terrible impression that he is kind of now really committed to serving the community by driving his game in a sort of design by committee direction. Bone Razor had a great quality of life upgrade recently, though a lot of it is bugged. You can set gigabanishes per character. Oh, thank God. The whole thing. They need loadouts per class for every kind of loadout. I didn't understand why that wasn't a thing in the first place. I saw that system. I literally complained about it the moment that... okay, let's get some of our dudes coming back here. Oh, I actually don't think... oh, this is bad. I hope these guys are somewhat ranged. Yeah, that is what happens. Most people are spineless, and as soon as they get popular, they start subverting their own dreams and vision for the sake of popularity. And yeah, the thing that lets you set gigabanishes and contraptions is actually broken right now, but it's coming soon, TM. Oh, it's broken? Well, I mean, whatever. You know, it's nice to know that the devs... I might just open the drawbridge here for the first time intentionally. This is broken. There's a lot of things about this game that are broken, and I intensely dislike the way the tooltips are handled. And I discovered that a lot of... Oh, whoops. That's okay. It'll be fine. I'll open the drawbridge and we'll just go. I discovered a lot of what I dislike about this game is major inconsistencies that were brought about by the community demanding stuff that the developer then subsequently added. So, gonna go poop now. If I don't come back, please send a rescue party. Well, I will assume that you have died to your girlfriend's attempt to save you by power washing Uranus. But yeah, one of the things I discovered was that, like, the kind of RTS style commands that you can issue in the middle of combat, like this, notice how bad these are. Those were a feature that the community pushed for, supposed to be more strictly auto battle from the start. Stop it! Oh my God, these guys are just relentlessly attacking me. And a lot of the inconsistency in the tooltips as well turned out to be something that was heavily community driven, because Benjamin initially wanted the tooltips to be somewhat less specific, but eventually he gave in to sort of demands for hyper-specific tooltips in some ways, which is why it's bad. It feels inconsistent. It's like some tooltips list coefficients and give you enough information to... Oh, that's probably me getting called for bed to help my grandfather. So I have to pause this. I don't know how to pause this exactly, but I'm gonna have to, guys. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so what's happening is that I've gotten called for bedtime. I gotta go help. I gotta go help Grandpa get into bed, and which means I'm gonna have to close out the stream for a little while. But it looks like I just won this fight, which is fantastic. That's the next fight I've won there. I keep successfully defending my city, which seems, you know, really good from my perspective. Heavy Soul seems excellent. So we'll do that. Maybe we'll do Gemini, and now that I've got it, I'll go ahead and save my game. And I'm gonna go ahead and quit out, and I'm gonna call the stream there, guys. I really thought I'd be able to close this game out, but I guess not. So I will see you guys the next time that I stream this. Thanks for watching.